Hi Gemini, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of June 3rd through the 9th. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising signs. So Gemini, if you happen to have a birthday this week, happy birthday. I am using the Universal Tarot deck along with the Fairy Guidance Oracle cards. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck, Gemini, I do have the Five of Wands. Alright, so the reason I look at the bottom of the deck is just because this is an energy that some of you right now are dealing with. So this could be when I'm filming this reading. It also could be this week. Let's take a look at what's underneath it. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. I have the Five of Cups. But then underneath the Five of Cups, okay, that's interesting. I have the Two of Cups, then I have the Eight of Swords, then I have the King of Cups there underneath the Eight of Swords. So for those of you that are dealing with this energy, this is on the relationship front. So those of you that are coupled, or if you're spending a lot of time with someone this week, it could be a child, it could be like a teenager when I say child, or a grown adult that's your child. You know, someone close to you, a friend, a family member. Pick and choose your battles. Pick and choose your battles. With the Five of Wands, it's a really petty, more annoying energy than anything else. It can be two people bickering, two people butting heads, and this is around a relationship. So pick and choose your battles. The overall energy for you guys, Gemini, for the week is the Seven of Cups. And so this is that more emotional, it can be a scattered sort of energy. So just keep that in mind. Maybe not all is what it seems. So needing to keep that in mind, especially with this energy here. So maybe not all is what it seems, Gemini. So maybe needing to kind of wait it out, see how something unfolds. Don't jump to any conclusions. Seven of Cups energy is also, it is kind of like that dreamy sort of energy. So make sure that you're being realistic. Make sure that you're looking at things closely. Really look at the details. We're starting with the Knight of Cups, which is interesting. We have two knights here. We have the Knight of Cups, we have the Knight of Wands. So some of you Geminis, you might be dealing with a fellow water sign person. I have water energy here. I also have fire energy. So some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And then I even have earth energy here with the King of Pentacles. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So for some of you, that could be, you know, this other person with that Two of Cups here. There's going to be news. There's going to be news, and with the Seven of Cups as the overall energy, it's for some of you representing those choices, those options that are in front of you. So we do have like an option coming in, and it's adding to those options. I would say if you're a Gemini, that's narrowing it down, or if you have to make some decisions here, some important decisions this week, I would take my time. I would definitely take my time, look at everything very, very closely. Again, maybe not all is what it seems, so maybe needing to wait for this energy to kind of pass for some of you. And with the Knight of Wands here, the Knight of Wands can be that very hasty energy. So for some of you, it's like you have an offer, you have news coming in, maybe when you least expect it. It could be coming in all of a sudden, you're hearing something, or you're hearing from someone. Now, those of you that are partnered already, you could be hearing something. Your partner, I want to say for like maybe literally a handful of you, if that, you know, your partner could hear something, And with this Seven of Wands, I feel like some of you could be standing your ground, or some of you could be defending your actions. With the Seven of Wands here, it's what I call that warrior spirit. So it can be a defensive energy, but it's also a very passionate energy. So, you know, those of you that want something or feel a certain way about something, you know, this is you not backing down, not changing your mind, or changing your opinion, you know, about certain things. For those of you that there was like a misunderstanding or a dispute, something that happened maybe even prior, Knight of Cups can come forward with an apology. So if you're a Gemini that already experienced maybe some turbulence within a relationship, a friendship, this could be someone coming forward with an apology. Now we have this King of Pentacles, I have the King of Wands. So you have two kings here and two knights. So it's possible, you know, that some of you Geminis are dealing with two men, could even be more than two men. You know, we have two maybe older characters here with the kings, and then two younger characters with the knights. So some of you, you know, you might be dealing with a lot of people here this week. And I also could even be reading for those Geminis that there is a three-party situation. We have the Three of Wands. So you might already be in a relationship, and then we have this maybe offer that's coming in, or someone who's interested coming in. And then we also have the Two of Pentacles here. So some of you are going to weigh those options along with the Seven of Cups here. So you might already be involved with someone, but then we have someone else coming in. And so some of you are weighing those options. But remember, with this energy, maybe not all is what it seems. So someone could appear a certain way, like the Knight of Cups here, Mr. Prince Charming. He can come off like very charismatic and, you know, very charming and appear to be a certain way, but Seven of Cups energy, things aren't exactly how they seem at first. So you have to kind of wait to see how things kind of unfold. Also, you really need to look closely. Those of you that are single, Gemini, I mean, you might have multiple people interested in you. One of them could be charging forward with an offer very quickly, might catch you off guard. There even could be something that's completing with another person. So I could be reading for some Geminis that maybe, you know, maybe a relationship is completing. Sometimes with this Five of Wands, these little challenges, they can add up. And so some of you, if you've been fighting with someone nonstop, for some of you, maybe it's adding up here, and that could be something that's come full circle, and you're definitely maybe looking at new possibilities in love here. It's not going to be a bad week by any means. I do feel like for many of you, this is on the love front or something to do with a relationship. So a friendship, a family member. Some of you might even have to travel with a family member. And if you're traveling and you're going to be around this person quite a bit, again, needing to pick and choose your battles here. You could be a little more emotional this week. They could be a little bit more emotional here this week. And if you're narrowing it down on the love front, like who's a better fit for you, think about the long term. You know, who do you have more in common with, and who's better as far as like thinking about the long term, because knights tend to rush in very quickly, but they don't stick around. So needing really to consider everything, especially if you're dealing with multiple characters. Who's more mature, who has more to offer, who's going to come in and maybe stick around versus, they come in for a short period and then they're gone. So needing really to think about the long term for some of you, needing to weigh those options. For other Geminis with the world here, a cycle could be completing, or a chapter in your life could be completing. We do have your new moon here this week, so set those new moon intentions here. I see some of you focused on the future, thinking about the future here, and maybe you're going to travel here. You might have to travel for work, or some of you are like in the process. I think you're planning for the next chapter here. And maybe you're making some big decisions here, but remember, with this energy, needing to look at everything very closely. Definitely needing to weigh the options for some of you. I wouldn't just, look at one thing and make a decision. I'd look at multiple things. I'd take my time here when it comes to big decisions this week. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good week for you. Let's pull you an additional guidance card, Gemini. Very interesting reading, but overall, it's going to be a good week. I think some of you have, for some of you it is, and I'm sorry, but others, we do have this cup that's coming to you. We do have this offer that's coming in. Opportunity. When your eyes are open wide, opportunities you never thought possible will manifest. Beautiful. This is a great card. Yeah. So no matter how you resonate with this reading, if it's on the left front, if it's not, we have opportunities that are coming in for you. And for some of you, they're going to happen when you least expect them, with this Knight of Wands energy. So yeah, we have an opportunity that's coming in. For some Geminis, it definitely could even be an opportunity to travel, to maybe see the world. Maybe some of you are going to move. Others, you definitely could have love coming in here. Those of you that are single, I see like multiple suitors coming in here. So yeah, very nice, Gemini. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great week.